Thank you.
Back in Edinburgh?
Yeah, no, it was touching down last night, and then it was some amazing memories in Scotland. So yeah, it was nice to be back. Bit cold. Good job I brought my big coat.
Obviously, been a sort of tough few weeks for some of the players. Obviously, as a Crown first man yourself, how much do you feel that situation personally, and how much of an issue is it for you to kind of manage with the players coming this year?
Oh, look, for me, it's making sure that the players are at the centre of it, and for our environment, we build ourselves on connection and making sure we're around the boys. And over the last 4 months, I think we've built up that, so it's making sure that we're there for the players in any tough time, and that could be rugby, it could be anything else. So for us, it's making sure we're there for the players. But they've been amazing as well. They've been very open, and again, they know in around our environment they can be as open. They don't want to avoid sort of the elephant in the room. So then hopefully by the time, I believe when we get onto the training field, they can be the best they can be.
Gary was talking about how much the players can perhaps use that sort of situation as fuel or motivation for them going to Twickenham.
Yeah, I think so, and I think the way they always want to represent the country, and I think when you represent your country, you represent your region, your community club, you represent where you grew up. So I think it's a wider piece, and I think there's no better stage than the Six Nations to go and do the talking on the field.
Obviously, the last game Wales played the Six Nations, we're not in that team now.
Yeah.
The fact that it's England again first up this year, does the recent airways again or something you tap into, or do you just kind of wipe your slate clean?
I think for us it's probably the beginning of a journey, and again through the autumn, the past is the past. Like we can't run away from it either, and those results are still there. But for us, it's about building our own story, building our own identity of where we want to go in around the game. We felt that, like I said, that there were some good start points in around the autumn. In particular, lots of the New Zealand game where we felt we got a lot of what we wanted to get out in the game. Argentina, there were moments. Japan, the last sort of 90 seconds in the performance that we were more disappointed with than some of the other games. But to finish the game off was a great way. So for us, it's about building, and then going to England, who are an absolute form team. And again, you see the strength and depth. The team that went to Argentina had great results. But again, we're probably at the start of our journey. England are a fair way down the track, as of most of the teams in the Six Nations at the minute. But it's important that we go and test ourselves and make sure we bring out the best of ourselves when we go to Twickenham or any other ground.
How much improvement do you feel in the Wales squad since you've came in?
Oh, look, I think it's never in doubt around the connection with the players, and I think for me, seeing the much talent is there, working with them day in, day out has been awesome. And I think being around those boys every day and the desire to get better, what it means to represent Wales, is the exciting bit for me. And they want to grow, and they want to grow fast, because we want to be further down the track in the short space of time. So yeah, they've been incredible, and we only had them for sort of 4 to 5 weeks, and then we've been out getting to know them better as well as players. So it's been amazing.
How much of motivation is it to kind of prove people wrong with everything that's going on in the last few years? Like, is that something that drives you forward?
I think historically Wales have always been driven because of relevant where they've been. There's always that siege sort of mentality, but also I think for us though it's about making sure our boys are confident in what they can be, and we believe we've got lots of outstanding players with outstanding attitudes, but now it's just about experiencing it, going through. There'll be bumps in the road, and to gain experience you have to go through it, and there's lots around sort of failures or when things haven't gone wrong, but making sure we reflect on that and make sure we build on it going forward.
Steve Thomas Francis has been out of the picture obviously since the last World Cup. How big a sort of impact could he have coming back in, and not just how influential can he?
Yeah, look, I think adding experience to any position is always important, and then seeing how motivated he is to be back, the excitement to be back in camp. And I know he was there last night, so yeah, just it's great to have the experience. And then we got young Archie Griffin, who's started for Bath on the weekend, sharing those experiences, but also pushing and having competition. The more competition you have, the quicker we get to where we want to go.
Can I just ask, with the news about Liam Williams and his decision to retire from the international stage, did you have a discussion with him before he made that decision, and had you been in touch with him maybe since?
Oh, look, since I came in and seen Liam was training in the Vale when I first arrived, and look, he's been an unbelievable international. We've had conversations with Liam along the way. I coached him on the Lions as well, so we got a good relationship. And like celebrating the career he's had with Wales and the things he's won and represent the Lions. He's been an unbelievable player for Wales, and he's represented that fully. Thank you.
I was suggesting that realistically for Wales, perhaps winning a couple of home games might be deemed success this season. Is that sort of what you go along with, or do you try and set some?
I think history's tell you over the last 4 years. I think we've only won 2 games in 4, so it's going to be a big jump to. Again, you always want to reach the stars, and you every game you undertake, everyone wants to win, and we'll be aiming to win. But I think it's also having that realism. You're 11th in the world for a reason, but we need to be more consistent. But I think for us, like I spoke to most people want to put targets of game wins and things like that. For us, it's been a better team than we were in the autumn. And again, it's a young group. There were lots of good moments in the autumn, but we want to be better. And again, be more consistent, be in games for longer, or get into the back end of games where we can win them.